So let me ask you this. You're using AI in your business. Are you making more money right now because of AI? Because if you're not making more money right now because of AI, then you have to really look in the mirror and wonder, are you using AI correctly? Because there are many success stories already of entrepreneurs redesigning their business around AI, launching it, individuals, groups of small teams, and creating businesses that are much bigger, much faster, much more profitable than anything that's ever been seen before. So the founder of Base 44, using no better tool than you already have access to and can open within 5 minutes from now, he used those tools to create Base 44. Within 6 months, he sold that business for $80 million using the same tools that you have access to. And the story doesn't end there, because he will end up making about $175 million because the business kept growing after he sold it. Same tools as you. And I could give you story after story after story of other entrepreneurs just like that. So when you look at what they've gotten from AI and what you've gotten from AI, is it the same? Because what I hear is that very few people are getting that positive result. They just can't get it. They don't know how. So what they have is they have this tool that can produce great output at times, but it has to be babysat. So they have this new job. AI can do something for 10 hours, but you got to sit there and manage it. So where's the freedom? Where's the benefit? There isn't any. So most entrepreneurs right now have a lot more output that requires a lot more of their attention, but is their job getting easier? Is their life getting easier? Is their business getting better? Are they making more money because of it? Odds are they aren't. It's about being an assembler versus an architect. Because the assembler does what every business did in the past when they didn't leverage the disruption in technology and they just suffered because of it. They did exactly what the factory owners did. They switched from steam, but they received no benefit. Just like an entrepreneur today is shifting from non-using AI to using AI, but no benefit. Why? Because they didn't redesign everything. They didn't redesign for AI. And when you redesign for AI, you then also realize what else is missing. So what else is missing? What is that one thing that no one is talking about? That is the one thing that is actually going to make all the difference for those companies that do what this one thing is. And I can tell you, very few businesses are doing this thing. Almost no entrepreneurs are. I'll tell you what it is. It is a different layer in the whole AI architecture that right now no one is focused on. And the reason no one's focused on it is because, one, they haven't redesigned their business. And two, they're following the old advice was remove the founder from the business. Remove the personality from the business. Standardize. SOPs. Delegate equals freedom. But let me tell you why the change has to happen. A lot of people are making the mistake that when AGI is here, everything will just be the same. And that's true in one way. It's true that everything will be the same because businesses will no longer have an AI advantage. So where will the advantage come from? If everyone's using the same tools and those tools have the same power, where will the advantage come from? The advantage will come from the one thing that you were told to remove from your business that I said 20 years ago and everyone else has repeated for the last 20 years. The worst thing that you can do in a business today was the right way to grow your business 20 years ago. Remove the perspective of the founder. Remove the judgment of the founder. Remove the taste of the founder. But when you remove all of those things in the AI era, what you've done is you removed any point of difference and made sure that your business will be no different than any other business on the planet. So how do you do that? That is the thing that most people, they haven't thought about, so they don't know it. But even if they thought about it, they wouldn't know it, because this is an area called tacit knowledge. And tacit knowledge is all the things that make an expert that they can't articulate. They can't explain. Why should urgency be here and not there for marketing? Why should you hire person A versus person B when they appear the same on paper? When you give feedback, what you're really doing is you're expressing your tacit knowledge. So the most valuable thing that you have, your perspective, your judgment, your standards, you speak them into existence every day as you're talking to your AI, as you're talking to team members about what you like, what you don't like, what you would do, what you would never do, the right way to treat a customer, never treat a customer that way. It leaks out of your mouth and disappears the minute it leaks out of your mouth, never captured, never created as this is the way this person sees the world. You want to know why you need to babysit AI? You need to babysit AI because it doesn't know that. It doesn't know the one thing that it needs to know for you not to have to sit in that chair and babysit that tool. And no one's focused on it. So this tacit knowledge, this perception, this judgment, this perspective, it also, you can't buy it. You can't create it in a day. It is knowledge that the only way it is accumulated and grown is compounding. So it's a totally different way. Businesses used to scale. Now they will compound. And what will drive that compounding is the perspective, the personality, all those unique attributes of the founder themselves. But right now, no one's talking about that. So no one's even thinking about that, let alone no one's even thinking about this layer. And how do you build this layer in AI? How do you build a successful business as an entrepreneur? And the way you build a successful business as an entrepreneur in 2026 is the exact opposite of how you built it in 2006.